Hey everybody, it's Brittany Saturn.
And I'm Bryan Belcher, and welcome to Forest Life. All right, Brittany. We can't hit animals today.
No, we're not hitting any more animals today.
We got a nasty letter from PETA, and
What? Who cares about PETA?
And they said that Stitches is not a chicken nugget.
Stitches is not a chicken nugget.
Yep.
Okay,
Can't hit him. Can't hit him.
Got
it's not
it.
a chicken nugget.
I don't hit my chicken nuggets, but
Yep.
okay.
Well, Brittany, I'm going to jump right into it. Every day is a National Something Day, and today is no exception. Brittany.
What?
Brittany.
What?
Today is National Rice Pudding Day.
Rice pudding day.
Yep. Rice.
Sounds gross.
You like rice pudding?
Do I?
Yeah,
Do I?
It's that custard that we used to
I like
get at
rice.
the Thai place.
I like pudding. I don't know if I want rice in the pudding.
We used to have rice pudding all the time at that Thai place.
Pudding.
We just stopped getting it because they only serve it with mango now.
Drink them all up.
They don't serve it with custard anymore.
Custard?
Yeah, they had the custard topping.
Mango?
Yeah.
What is that?
Brittany, what is wrong with you today? Get it together.
National I Forgot Who I Am Day.
Get it together.
It's not. I'm trying to make up new national days.
Okay.
I'm testing it out to see how it's working.
Okay.
Is it working?
No.
Oh. Well, fine.
You know what would work, though?
What?
Maybe if you loved some books, it would make a national day for today.
Reads for nerds. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I really love books. I love reading.
Well, good, because today is National Book Lovers Day.
Woo.
Is a day for all those who love to read. National Book Lovers Day encourages you to find your favorite reading place, a good book, whether it be fiction or nonfiction, and read the day away. I'll be honest, I haven't really been reading books lately. I'll
be honest, I can't read. That's what you're about to say.
Be honest, I don't know what words be.
You don't know what words be?
As I read our list here. No,
so we used to go, well, when I say we went there one time. There was a place here in Raleigh that does $1 books.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
And you can, it's basically like a thrift store, but it's just books. And you go there and fill up a bag full of books, and they're $1. Mm-hmm. Or you can fill up a bag for $10 or something. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. But it was a great deal. And we got some really awesome books there. But
I really enjoyed my George Carlin book I got from there.
We definitely have a lot of books. So the problem is that for years we have I feel like we haven't had all of our stuff with us for a very long time, not all together at once. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of books in storage.
Yes, we do.
And then we buy a lot more books to fill up our empty bookshelves. Uh-huh. And then we move and we put all those books in storage, and then we buy more books.
Holy shit, we got more books.
So once we finally get settled in a place and have all of our books together, we're going to have a little mini library.
Yep.
Which I'm 100% okay with.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we just have a lot of books. Whoa,
you didn't get bamboozled.
Somebody was trying to bamboozle.
No, can't have that.
Let's go see if they're in there. All right, let's see if we can find Zell today.
So, Brittany, what would you say is your favorite book?
So I have a book I really love. I don't know. Probably a lot of people haven't read it, but it's called Rant by Chuck Palahniuk. And that's the guy who also wrote Fight Club and various other strange and morbid tales.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say Rant's probably my favorite. But obviously, I love a lot of, I'm 28, but I love a lot of young adult books like Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. And I also love
John Green books are good.
John Green books, yeah, those are really good. And just various things I read growing up that just made me really interested in reading. And I go back and watch. I go back and read these books.
I like to read Harry Potter a lot.
Yeah, Harry Potter's really awesome. There's this other really great book that I read as a kid called The Great King, and it takes place in Wales, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's by this lady. I think it's Susan Cooper or Sharon Cooper, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But it was a really cool fantasy book as well. And then I read a lot of so I have a list of 100 books you should read before you die. Mm-hmm. So I have some really cool books off that too. I'm currently reading Prodigal Summer, which is really good. It takes place in the Appalachian Mountains, which reminds me of home. So I like
it's
it.
Nice.
It kind of makes me homesick a little bit, but it's really nice. I like it a lot. So, but yeah, I like all sorts of books. I'll give anything a chance, really.
I'm generally a sci-fi person myself, so my favorite book is probably War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
Mm-hmm.
I like H.G. Wells in general. I like things that are generally weird.
Yeah.
I don't much care for fiction. Nonfiction.
Nonfiction.
I don't want to read about things that are real most of the time.
Yeah.
That being said, I have read a few nonfictions that were pretty enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite one was, I forget the name of the book, but the story was about a man in England who wanted to ride a motorcycle along the entirety of the Pan American Highway.
Yeah.
Which goes from the Chile all the way to Alaska.
That's cool.
And he did it.
Yeah, I think I know what book you're talking about, but I forget what it's called as well.
And my favorite thing was once it got to America, it was pretty easy street.
Yeah.
With the exception of one area. He stopped in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And he was driving, I just forgot the brand of motorcycle. Started with T. Triumph. It was a Triumph motorcycle. They don't have many dealerships in America. It's a British motorcycle.
Yeah.
They have one in San Diego. I picked up this book for free in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, cool. So I went down there to the Triumph station.
Yeah.
And they had a photo of him up there signed.
That's cool.
And it was like 4 years old or whatever at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I just read this book and it was really neat. And they're like, yeah, he was a cool guy. And we just had a really cool conversation.
That's awesome.
And I was like, all right, cool. And I went home. But it was just like, oh, you kind of got to touch a little bit of, like, the story that I got involved in, you know? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I love this little dance you got.
Ba-ching!
What's it called? Flourish?
Flourish.
Nice.
It's pretty elaborate. I
like
like
it.
So, okay, I did read like a nonfiction book. It was called Wild.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about this lady who walked the Pacific Crest Trail, that's what it's called.
Okay.
It's basically the trail you can hike that goes from like Mexico to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about her like little part of the journey.
Yeah.
She didn't start all the way in Mexico. She started in like Southern California, so pretty damn close still. But she hiked all the way up all by herself, and she was like getting over like her mother's death, and she was battling addiction, and she just divorced her husband.
Yeah. And
she was randomly just like, I'm gonna go walk this fucking thing because I want to.
Whatever.
And she didn't like practice for it at all, and she just went and did it. And I think I really like that. Because that's like, if I ever did something like that, I would just go. I wouldn't practice. I'd be like, well, we'll see what fucking happens.
So you have stories like that. I think that's something that me and you both were drawn to because you read another book that was similar to that, but it was about going across Australia. Camels?
I didn't read the book. I watched a movie about it.
Oh, okay.
I think it was called Trails. It was on Netflix.
Okay.
It's about this girl who wanted to walk across the Australian desert with these camels.
Okay.
And it is also based on a true story.
I could have swore you read part of the book at least.
No, I looked into a lot of research, or I researched it afterwards and looked up like a lot of National Geographic photos of her, real photos of her. I don't know. I'm really into like people walking long distances on foot. I don't know, there's something about that just like kind of like captures my attention, and I kind of want to do that one day. I don't know like where I would go, or like that seems like really rough. Like, why would you ever want to do that? But I just think that's really cool, and I feel like that would be like a huge milestone in my life. Like if I walked a long distance. I like things that take a long time. That's why I like cross stitching, because it's like a journey. I know it sounds like really corny to say, but I don't know. I like things that take time
and endurance.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So for me, I think the only that motorcycle story is the only equivalent I really have to that. Most of my nonfiction are science books. Mm-hmm. So I have like Cosmos. I have a few books written by Neil deGrasse Tyson. And of course, I have the Black Hole book by Stephen Hawking and whatnot. Yeah. And those are hard reads, as in like they're not exactly page turners. Yeah. But
they're just like, these are fun like things to learn.
Yeah, they're fun to learn, and sometimes like I think Neil, for example, has a much better like ability to like grasp your attention, and like Carl Sagan's very poetic.
Yeah.
His word choices are not something you normally see.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Carl Sagan has like 8 books, and I kind of want to read them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are probably my favorite books. I like sci-fi. I like space. I love like me and Brittany both love like atlases and like maps and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like little detail books. And then I think we're also both big fans of pop-up books.
Yeah.
And I know that's like, hey, big science book, pop-up books.
Yeah,
But no, there's some intricate pop-up books, though.
Really intricate pop-up book that's really cool. It's called, like, The Yellow Spot, I think.
Okay.
Or The Yellow Dot, something like that.
Okay.
But if you look it up, you'll see that particular author has a shit ton of, like, really cool pop-up books that are, like, really cool for both, like, children and adults. Okay. So it's just, like, abstract shapes and stuff, but it's really cool.
Well, Brittany, while we're at it, let's go ahead and get into them birthdays.
Birthdays.
If it's your birthday today, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really love it when you guys watch the show every single day, but it's even more important when it's your birthday. First and foremost, it's an all ladies birthdays
all
today.
Ladies.
Even our animal birthday, all ladies.
Ooh.
First and foremost, it is Anna Kendrick's birthday today, who turns 33 years old, born in 1985. She played Jessica Stanley in the Twilight Saga and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in her role for the 2009 film Up in the Air. She starred in the musical comedy films Pitch Perfect 1, 2, and 3. And she also played the leading roles in Into the Woods and Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Personally, the only thing I've really ever seen her in was Scott Pilgrim. And she was Scott's sister, who had way too many jobs and yelled at him through the phone.
Was she Scott's sister?
Uh-huh.
Because, like, I know the lady you're talking about, but she looks totally different as a brunette, I guess.
Yeah, she's Scott's sister.
Because she's normally blonde, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that... Yeah.
She's usually blonde, but no, she's usually blonde and very, like, a lot of volume in her hair.
Uh-huh.
And that one, it's, like, straight brown hair.
Yeah, and it's, like, in a ponytail. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
no,
cool.
That's her.
Wow. Okay.
There's so many actors in Scott Pilgrim that blew up right after that.
It's kind of hard to, like, keep up with them all, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like people I've forgotten about and go back and rewatch that film and be like, oh crap, I didn't know. Or I forgot this person was in here.
Yeah. So, like, the second X, that's Captain America.
Yeah, I knew that.
The third X is Superman. Scott's X is going to be Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's just a lot of big actors in it.
Yeah.
That were in it are now, big actors.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got Whitney Houston, born in 1963, the R&B and pop performer who became the most awarded female singer in history for such hits as Hold Me from her record-breaking self-titled album, and unfortunately, she died at age 48 in 2012.
She's really young.
Yeah. I actually got to see her live one time, and it was her singing the national anthem.
I was going to say, was it at the Super Bowl?
Yes, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one to see.
Yeah, my mom actually saw her several times, but I saw her at the Super Bowl where she sang the national anthem, and it was insane.
Yeah, I bet so.
My favorite things, I came to school after that and let everybody know, and everyone, all the boys cared about the game. Yeah. And I didn't care about the game.
You were just like, Whitney Houston.
And I was like, Whitney Houston was amazing. And all the girls were like, yeah. And I was like, so it's kind of a weird dichotomy.
Yeah.
Our last birthday today is Gillian Anderson, who turns 50 years old today, born in 1968. The Golden Globe winning actress who starred alongside David Duchovny portraying FBI agent Dana Scully on television series The X-Files.
Do you think they had joint birthday parties?
They definitely did.
Think they had joint spooky birthday parties?
I hope so. She reprised her role in the 1998 film The X-Files and in 2008 for its sequel, I Want to Believe, and of course, the 2016 X-Files miniseries. So yeah, they are both very famous for the X-Files, and their birthdays are one day after the other.
Ooh. Flawless.
And finally, if you have Soleil the hamster today, her favorite things are modern and orange things, but don't get anything rock. She doesn't like rock things. Nope.
Whoop.
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 Don't get the oopsie daisy. Wow, that was a bite right when it popped in.
Wow. Good job, fish.
Jeez, fish.
Doing a good job.
How you doing, Brittany?
I'm doing good. Feeling pretty good, too.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to do regular chores today.
Yeah?
In town. I got that cool flourish. Let's do that
flourish one more time. Oh, yeah!
That's so good.
I like it so much.
But yeah, it's
3 o'clock on the dot.
It's 3 o'clock somewhere, guys.
No, it is. And it's somewhere there. Hey, guess what, everybody? We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.